Okay, so Loophole. We are this little creature which is apparently inspired by the Nomai in Outer Wilds. And this is a time loop puzzle game, and I'm going to say it might be my favorite game that came out in 2025. So it came out last year, and it was a bit of a sleeper hit. I didn't hear about people talking about it until much later in the year. It's out on Windows and Mac OS, according to my information there. And we just head into this place. So we're like camping outside, and we've gone into this kind of temple place to pick up this thing. So I think the message that's said here is connected to the thing that I might have missed in my actual playthrough. Oh no, okay, we're going to leave. Okay, so we picked up this thing, and the whole place is getting destroyed, and we're going to try and get away from it. But the door's closing. Oh no, the door's closed. We'll have to go this way instead. Oh, and that destruction seemed to disappear. It's fine. Okay, now we're in this room. So, interestingly, when we step into this thing, that destruction seems to rewind. I wonder what's going on there. Has a cool little intro to it. And then, does this place start getting destroyed? Well, I mean, I think if we'd wasted more time in there, it would have done, but... okay, what if we take this winding path here? Uh-oh. We're dead. So we'll undo using Z, as it suggests. Or you can, like, hold R to restart. And we'll head up this way instead, where we don't get caught by the destruction. So each of these little levels that you go through is this, that's bad, because the destruction starts then. It's like a little puzzle that you got to get through before getting killed by that destruction. But this is just the intro, where you're figuring out like the timing aspects of it. Obviously the destruction is connected to your actual steps. It's not an actual time-based thing. So it's a certain number of steps into the puzzle, it will start getting destroyed. But as long as you can make it to the exit, you're fine. Oh, those are going that way. Okay. You just wait for the cool stuff to start happening. And yeah, I think this, like, in a year where a bunch of great games came out, including Blueprints, which I love very much, this might have ended up being my favorite game of last year. So, that's saying a lot. I had a very good time with it. Through here. Okay, so we're now entering this place. So you'll see there's these kind of curtains that block your visibility, so you have to go through them before you can see what's there. There's some kind of thing there, some kind of object, which we'll go to in a minute, I guess, maybe. Or we won't, because it's going to get destroyed. Or we'll do this. Just find our way through this maze, maybe go that way. Maybe go this way. There's a button down there. Do I need to do anything with that button? We're fine. We'll just keep going. We'll run away from this. I wonder if those things will mean something later, maybe. Maybe. I don't know if I think I still don't understand this room. You get shot by lasers. Why? The room still gets destroyed, right, eventually, if I waste time. Yeah, it's still getting destroyed. Ah, I'm gonna die. Shouldn't have wasted that much time. Oh, okay, so now here, we can see ourselves after we picked up that little artifact thing, and then we were running away to the south. And then when we step into that thing, they run off to the south as well. And then we can see three of ourselves. Like each time we step inside one of these things, we see the previous one repeating what they were doing. And that's because these things are time machines. Every time I step in one, we are rewinding back to the time when, like, that we stepped in the first one, basically, or I guess to when we picked up that artifact. Okay, let's keep heading along. There's a door here. Let's go through this door, see what's there. There's a time machine there, but there's not enough time to get to the thing. So what if we use this time machine up here to rewind time back to where we were before, and then we're okay. Let's have a peek through here. So there is a thing at the beginning of these puzzles where you need to kind of peek ahead to see what the level's like. I think we do have time. We don't have time there, so it's still necessary to go down here, I think. Unless I wasted time. No, okay. Use the time machine to rewind time. Go through here. Okay, there's a curtain. Also looks really nice, this game. There's a time machine there. Am I happy to just go through it? I guess so. We're fine. The lasers alter your DNA and make you able to time loop. Oh yeah, because it's only after that point that we start seeing our past selves. So it's almost like it's not. I think we were time looping before, but it makes us aware of our previous selves, I guess. Interesting point there. Okay. It's a big old room. Let's head up this way. Head through here. And into this. Cool. So now we get into the game proper, where it's more of it's like less open world at this point. You've got like a level select screen where you need to pick which puzzle you're going to do. And we need to solve 7 puzzles in order to get through to the next area. So let's go do the first puzzle. All right. And so each puzzle at this point is more of a self-contained thing. So we've got a button here, which highlights that cable. And so these doors that are like pointing in a certain direction, they're only one way. You can't go back through them. And there's a curtain. And there's this thing that I can pick up with E. I can walk around. But then the level does start getting destroyed. So the destruction is still a thing in every single puzzle. And maybe one minor gripe with the game is that you can't tell when that's going to start without like first going and like wasting a bunch of turns to see what happens. However, the thing I'd say at the same time is that the puzzles are generally designed so that like that isn't your like main constraint. Your main constraint is figuring out like how do I even progress through the level. And then your secondary constraint is how do I do it without like running out of time. So we're going to restart with a button to press, and it's going to open that door. And now we can see that room as well because we've been in there. So we can see that that button opens that door. But we want to go grab this and put it on here. And we've got a lot more time now. So we can go this way. Head to here. And we see ourselves still doing that. Some of the puzzles are like this, where you can see yourself still doing a previous thing. But most of them are, well, because that's clearly like an isolated puzzle. We're not going to be interacting with that in any way, but you'll see. You'll see. Okay, so head over here. There's a button. There's a time machine up there, but we're on the wrong side of it. In fact, now I'm stuck on that side of the door. Oh, it took me all the way back there. Okay, well, let's do this bit again. Should have just pressed Z to undo. Okay, and there's this room with the time machine. So we need the button to be pressed, but okay, so it hasn't told us this yet, but you can press space to just spend time standing on the button. So I can, this version of me can stand on that button for a bit. I can step in this time machine, everything plays out. It all rewinds back to when we stepped out of that time machine, so we can see ourselves coming out of there, walking over to that button to step on it. They're going to wait there for a few turns. But I didn't really need that, but I can step through that door and I can step in there. So you can see where this is going to go. It gets pretty complicated. Let's see the next one. Okay, so we've got a button, a door, door. And so we need to be able to walk through here. It's telling us now about pressing space to kind of wait. But all right, so what we're going to do is get this one to step on this button for a moment. In fact, we don't really need to wait, I don't think. Well, we'll wait a couple of turns each time. Usually you can just do a little bit of waiting just to give yourself a bit of flexibility. So we're going to wait for you to get there, step through. Wait for you to get there, step through. Wait for you to get there, step through. We're working with our past self. And so there's obviously lots of other puzzle games that are doing similar kinds of things. Like even the Talos Principle has like time loop mechanics. But this feels like a really nice version of it. Like the turn-based aspect of it. I talk about this a lot in my my full playthrough, but like I can be quite picky about time travel stuff, and this does time travel really like in a really interesting way, which I think makes a lot of like logical sense, which is really nice. Okay, we've got a bunch of buttons. They all light up a bunch of things, but I guess we need to find out what they do. Let's go over here. Okay, there's a bunch of doors. So maybe we can hold them in the right order, and hopefully there's enough time to do that. We probably didn't need to wait there because they're all... Okay, in fact, let's not wait there. Let's do this, that. They're all like one space apart from each other, so we can just step from one to the next one. There. Oh, there we go. Step through, and we're through. Okay, let's get to the next world. We can show you the next mechanic, and then that can be enough of a preview. But yeah, this is a really good game. The puzzles are very well designed. Let's go check everything out here. We've got a bunch of buttons, but they've all got time machines. So it's similar to a previous puzzle we did, but the buttons have time machines between them, so it's going to be different instances of me pressing each one. Also, those doors are closer together, so I think this is definitely teaching us about waiting, because they've all like gone through, pressed their buttons, and gone into their exit, and I haven't even reached the first door, so we don't have enough time. So we're going to have to like step here, wait for a bit, and we could wait until the destruction comes and then step in here, and then that'll give us the like maximum amount of time, even if we don't need it. It might be handy. Oop, go that way. Cool. So they're all waiting there, letting me through. Hooray! Let's try this. Okay, we've got a thing to pick up. So you can pick that up and put it down. I think picking it up uses a turn. Maybe? I can't remember. That's a set of doors around something. So we can lower that down, but we haven't seen inside it, so we need to go and see inside it. So let's grab you, put you there. I'm going to have a look. There's a button there. And at first I was like bothered by the whole like, oh, you can't see you can't see the rooms that you haven't been into yet. But it actually ends up making a lot of sense in terms of how the time travel works in this game. Because like I've thought about this after finishing my playthrough. Effectively, you can think about the kind of grayed out the rooms, the ones that I'm not in, as my memory of that room. I can't see the room because it's behind that curtain that's between this room and the next room. But it's my memory of the state the room was in at the time. And if it showed me my memory of a room that I haven't been to, well, A, that doesn't make sense because I wouldn't have memory of that room. But it also doesn't make sense in terms of the kind of paradoxes and things that we get into a bit later in the game. So like it is consistent at the very least with the type of time travel it's exploring, which is cool. Okay, so we want to go through here. There is a time machine down there. We want to get this thing on that button. Whoever's exiting out that door at the bottom needs to... Okay, how is this done? So we need to... Maybe we don't pick that up. Maybe we go down here, press this button for a second, and then the second me... No, because the second me is going to come out of here and can't do anything else. So it has to be first me that does most of the stuff up here. So I think we're going to put that there. We're going to go up here, we're going to step on this button, we'll hold it for a second. Got plenty of time. Head down here, go in here. Then when we pop out of here, previous me grabs that thing, puts it on the button, goes up there, stops on that button, allows this one to go through. And there's another door to go through. It's a good twist. I'd completely forgotten that stuff. Okay. Yep, so what you learn here is that you can do the same thing. Up this way. Hold the button for a bit, go grab the thingy again, like pick it up this time, then go through the time machine, and then we've got it with us. There's actually now there's a copy of that previous thing. It's not even a copy, it's the same thing, it's just from the future. Go here, we wait for you to press that button, go up here. Go through here, we put it down on there, and we go this way. Cool. We've learned a new trick. Some clever stuff that this game does regarding paradox prevention. There certainly is, and like later on in the game, it becomes very like we were talking about this on Discord earlier. It almost becomes like funny the things you have to do to like make paradoxes not happen. It's pretty cool. Let's go this way. So we've got another situation where we've got like 4 buttons, but they're really spread out. Let's see the other room, and then we've got 4 doors. Now, what was the trick here? We've got a thing to put down on one of the buttons as well. So there's basically only time to like go to each of these like that, right? How much time do we have after that? No, we have a fair bit of time after that. But the trouble is that okay, so the bottom left one is the first door, which we could just go and walk to and press it. But the bottom right one is the last door, so I think maybe what we want, if I'm remembering correctly, or if I'm figuring it out correctly, is to put the thing on there. then that will let them through the second door, that'll let them through the third door, and the thing is still on the fourth door, so they'll still be able to step through it. That should be fine, right? But, oh, we have to wait a bit until you get to that other button. Through here. Yeah, we're good. Cool. Let's do one more. And you do get branching paths as well in the level select, so there are times where you can go and do some like different riffs on a puzzle that you've done, or you can go do something a bit different, and you also don't have to finish every puzzle in an area to move on to the next area, which was nice. Let's have a look through here, see what's going on. There are 2 buttons there. There are 2 time machines to get into there as well, and then there are 3 doors. Okay, so I think here the destruction starts quite quickly. Yes, so there's only like just enough time to get there. Also, the rate of destruction is different per puzzle. Like here it's like, so let's count it as 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 turns until it goes to the next tile. And so sometimes on the puzzle you do need to sort of think about how quickly is it getting destroyed, but not that often. So what do we want here? Well, you need to at least go and press that button. Is there even time to get into this thing? There is. Okay, so you need to press that button. But you also need to stay on it, because the one who comes out the top will, at this time, well, if they've got through that other door quick enough. So I think what the problem is, if we go this way, and we step across this direction, well, then we need to step on this one, then go back to the other one. Does this work? Probably not, because of the timing of the bottom one stepping on that middle door, and they kind of had to get over there quite quickly. So I think what we need then is to step on this one for a bit. In fact, let's let the destruction come this way. Go in here, then do this, and this. Okay, then run away and do this. That should be fine. We step on there, we step through there, step across to that one. Ooh. Okay, we were too slow to get to the exit, but I guess you didn't have to wait as long as you did. Okay, so we'll undo here. In fact, you didn't really have to wait at all, because the timing there is the same for those 2. Whoever's coming out of this one has the same timing of whoever's coming out of this one and being next to this door, so we actually don't need to wait here. In fact, we don't have to wait there either, so we can just do that. There we go. Ta-da! Very cool. Okay, was that the 7th of that section? It was, and now we've got a branching path, but let's go see what happens in the next area, and then we'll leave it there, and you can all go and play it for yourselves. Cool. So we've got 7 things, so let's us through to the next area, where we've got a different floor colour. Alright, I think this is where we learn about paradoxes. So we've got me running there, but there's this glass wall between us. So if I walk out here, past me is going to see future me, but when past me was walking through there, there was no future me there, and so I can't cause a paradox. So I have to wait for them to go to the other side of this curtain, and then I can go to the other side. And as long as they don't see anything that doesn't match what they saw on their first pass through there, they're fine. They have no issue with it. The stuff you have to do to make sure that your past self doesn't see anything that would conflict with what they saw is sometimes wild. So we've got a room with loads of buttons in it, and the buttons lower those doors that reveal the other room. But when the doors go back up, it goes grey again. So you might be able to figure out the kind of thing we need to do here, because there's a door up at the top that we also need to open for whoever comes out of that other time machine. Let's head over this way to see what's over here. Just a little corridor with another time machine at the end of it. So if the version of me at the bottom presses the button, they lower the doors and then they see me, and I've got nowhere to hide. Like, it's not based on line of sight, so this wall, if I were like hiding in this corner, that wall wouldn't like block me. If we're in the same like room and there's no like curtain or door blocking the thing, then it counts as them like seeing each other. And so that would cause a paradox. And so because there's nowhere for me to hide in that room, we need to make sure we don't press any of these buttons. All the way around here, only press that one. Oh, and then try and escape. I might not have left enough time. Okay. Is that enough time? No, it's also not enough time. Oh, it's fine though. On the way back, because they've already gone through that door, we can just run directly across. We don't have to care about the buttons. Okay, cool. There we go. Go this way, come up here, and then we can run across without getting seen. Like, as far as they're aware, they have no idea that I'm on the other side of that, those doors, basically. Press that, go through, and we finish the puzzle. And then they can just run across, and it's totally fine. Whew, that's, okay, so you need 9 here. Let's do one more, and we'll leave it there. So we've got a button to press. What does it do? It opens a door, which may go to probably goes to the exit. A time machine there that doesn't go to a different room, it just goes into the same space. So now you're dealing with, like, okay, we've literally just got our time traveled self walking around the same rooms as us. So I think here what we want is to kind of hide out the way so that the other version of me will come out of that time machine, go through there, go past the button, go into that space at the top. We'll wait down here for a bit. We'll just run around. Then we'll press this to open that door. Then we'll go over to this time machine, jump in, go here. We'll wait for them to go behind that curtain. We'll go over here, we'll go up here. Okay, we wasted far too much time. But we've done it anyway, it's fine. Hooray! Yeah, we'll leave that there. It's such a cool game, and it goes to such wild places. Each zone introduces a new mechanic. There's all sorts of wacky stuff. And it does amazing things. And then the kind of conclusion of the game is really fun as well. I won't say anything more than that. There's apparently also a bonus objective that I did not do at the end of the game that is interesting, which I might go back to at some point. But yeah, Loophole, it's really good. Highly recommend it. Like I said, it might be the best game I played that came out from last year. It's unfortunate that I played it late. Like, fairly late. I think the reason I'm saying that is because, like, it's really good puzzles. It's really satisfying. It's fun and playful in a way that I like a game to be. The puzzles get very interesting and tricky, but without, like, overstaying their welcome as well. There's, like, a couple of puzzles towards the end that are like, holy moly, that is wild. And then also, I was left with a good feeling. Like, the end of it just felt good. And was satisfying. Like, it was just like a great all-round package, I think. So yeah, that was Loophole.